be done. For my South Africa trip, I'm limiting the girls, well, I should say for all my trips, I'm pretty much limit my girls to one suitcase, and they feel that it never can be done, and of course it can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually challenge myself on this trip, and I'm going to get everything into one bag, believe it or not. Stay tuned. Okay, so before we actually pack the suitcase, I want to kind of show you my system for selecting my wardrobe in order to get everything condensed down into one bag. So I always start off with my shoes, because the shoes kind of set the tone for everything else that you pack afterwards. So I always pack, no matter where I go in the world, I pack 3 pairs of shoes. I always pack a nice walking sandal. I love Borns. They're actually fabulous for walking all over the world. I pack 1 pair of heels, which I have here, which are my heels, and I'll show you how we're going to work those in. And then an optional shoe. In this case, because we are going to South Africa and we have 2 days on safari, I have to have a boot. So my optional shoe is actually going to be my little boot here. So these 3 pair of shoes will work with everything that you see down here on the floor. So I'm going to go by day and kind of show you what we're going to do. So our first day in Johannesburg, what I have here is just a little tank. I have a little vest and a pair of jeans. And this is going to be my first day in Johannesburg. The day that we arrive, we're going out for dinner. I'm going to wear this. And I believe when I go to South Africa, I dress down a little bit more so than I do when I go to Europe and other places in the world. Because, it can sometimes be a little, risky, traveling around the streets in South Africa, especially in Johannesburg. And I don't like drawing a lot of attention to myself. So I dress down, but I still try to be a little fashionable. So this is going to serve that purpose for that first night in Johannesburg. The next day, we are actually going to Soweto, and we are going from there for Sun City. So because I am going to Soweto, once again, I will be dressing down. So all I'm going to do is take that same little tank from day 1. I'm going to add it with a pair of khakis that I have here. They're cargo pants and they're khakis. And then I have a cute little vest. It's kind of like a little shawl, little shawl vest top. And I'm going to add that, and that's going to serve for day 2 for me. And then from there, for day 3, I will be traveling from Johannesburg to go on safari with a couple of stops in between. So the girls decided that they wanted a official t-shirt for the tour. So we have these cute little South Africa t-shirts that I designed. So we're going to wear our t-shirts along with a pair of leggings, and I chose these brown leggings because I'm also going to be wearing them on safari, and I was told that I should bring earth tones for safari. So I'm going to wear these 2 together to in between doing our transfer to Kruger for the safari. Once I arrive into Kruger and I actually go on safari, I'll take off the white t-shirt, because white is not really good for safari because it attracts attention, of course, and then it gets dirty pretty quick. So I'll take off the white t-shirt when I get there. I will just add here my little gray jogging jacket, and this is what I'll wear my first day on safari. My second day on safari, I will use my same leggings again, and then I have a little green shirt here that I'm going to treat for mosquitoes, and this will be my second day on safari. So those are our 2 days on safari. So right now we've got 4 days covered right here. We've got 4 days in South Africa covered. So from Kruger, we're going to be going down to Cape Town. Cape Town, it's just really a day for transit, so I don't really have to dress up too much. So all I'm going to do is take a basic tee, add a little necklace, grab my khakis from over here from day 2, and this is what I'm going to wear on my flight from Johannesburg to Cape Town. So we'll arrive in Cape Town. We are actually going out that night. So what I'm going to do for that night is I'm actually have here is a cute little tank, and I'm layering, and I'm going to have this little top that I'm going to add on top of this tank, which is really kind of sexy, but still, a little bit conservative. I'm going to take my necklace, the same necklace again, and then I'm going to grab those jeans from day 1, my heels, and we have our night outfit for our first night in Cape Town. So, wow, we're moving here. We're moving days of the days. So, all right, so our next day, our second day in Cape Town, we're actually going out to Robins Island, and we have a walking tour. So I'm just going to grab a cute little sundress. I like having like little sweaters and things like that, either tied around my waist or on my shoulders. So I'll wear this little sweater on top of it just in case it gets cool in the evening. Grab my sandals. Wow. And we're ready for a day trip, a walking tour in Cape Town. That night, we have a party that we're going to. And this is one of the rare times that I'll take a dress that's just a party dress. But because we've decided that we are celebrating Martin Luther King on this tour, and we also are celebrating African Americans. We're actually going to use the African American flag and as our color scheme for that night. So we're either going to wear red, green, or black, and I've chosen green. So this is my green dress for that night. And the reason why I got this dress is because also if I needed an extra outfit, I could always throw a belt on this and wear it with leggings during the daytime if it was necessary. So that's why I chose this dress. I'm not planning on it, but if something happens and I need to, I can. All right, so that's our second night in Cape Town. From there, our next day, we're going to go on a horseback ride. So, and what I have for the horseback ride is, once again, my little khaki shorts, staying in my color scheme. I have a little jacket here, which is my accent color. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach back from my party night, grab my white tank, put it here, and I have my outfit for my horseback ride in Cape Town. And then for our last day in Cape Town, we're actually going to a winery. So I have a cute little dress here, which is staying once again in my color scheme. I have my cute little dress here. I'll grab my belt from this dress here. And then I'll grab my sandals, and then I have my dress for my trip to the winery. So there you go. That's all I'm taking for my trip to South Africa. Believe it or not, this is the only thing that I'm taking, along with of course, my underwear, my makeup, and things like that. The same outfit that I wear on the plane to South Africa will also be the same outfit that I wear back. And I'm going to dress in black. Matter of fact, this is the outfit that I'll be wearing. I'll wear my little boots right here. Cute, huh? And then I have a little sweater that I'll put on top of because I get really cold on the plane. So I've actually built that into my color, and I should say into my planning for the trip. So this is it. So next we're going to show you how we're going to get all of this into this bag. I know you're like, no way, but watch me. I am going to make it happen. All right? Be right back. All right, before we start packing, I think I wanted to do a quick little review of this bag. I actually love this backpack. I found out about it from one of the girls that travel with me. Thank you, Kyra, if you're out there. Thank you so much. She actually came to visit me one time, and she had this backpack, and I think it was absolutely fabulous. And then she had it with her when she went to Paris, and she had so much stuff in there. I'm like, I am going to do that one day. So I actually ordered the same bag. The bag is from eBags, and what I like about it because it has it looks really, really small, but the bag is actually expandable. It's expandable, and it has all these wonderful little pockets to it, which will be, trust me, we'll be stuffing. I love it because the back, I've actually tested it already. The straps in the back are very, very comfortable. Even when it's weighed down, it's very comfortable. And it also has a strap that goes across the front of your chest, which helps to take some of the weight off of the back of the bag. So I absolutely love this bag. I haven't traveled with it internationally yet. If by chance we find out that it's not as fabulous as I think it is, of course I will add it at the end of the video when I come back. But I am thinking this is going to be a pretty fabulous bag. And at the bottom of this page, you will find information and a link on where you can go to actually order this bag from eBags. Okay, so we're going to open up our bag. Here we go, and we're going to start out. Okay, right here, what I have in here, and I'll probably put some more things in here, but just so you know, I had it in here, and I didn't take it out because I didn't want to forget it. This is actually my malaria pills, and I'm sure any of you that have ever gone to South Africa, or you're thinking about going to South Africa, there are a few shots that you're going to need to get before you go, and also you want your malaria pills in case you get bitten by a malaria mosquito. So that's what's in here, and I didn't want to take a chance on leaving that, so I already put that in here. But we're going to actually put some more things in there. But that's the only thing that we have in the bag, before we start out. So the biggest thing, I usually kind of like to put my outfits together kind of like on how I'm going to be wearing them also. But the biggest thing about packing tight is really the roll. I'm all about the roll. You can call it the jelly roll, the honey roll, the luggage roll, but it's all about rolling those items and getting them rolled down as tight as you can. Now, some people think folding keeps your things from getting wrinkled. Some people, you know, think that rolling does. I'm just a rolling kind of girl, so I am going to be rolling. So I'm going to take my first 2 pair of pants here, and I am going to combine them. And I'm going to do my first roll. I am going to flip it over because my green pants seem to be a little bit longer than my jeans. And I want to kind of start the roll together. Okay, so we're going to start here. Take these pants, and I'm going to start off with a really, really tight roll at the bottom. And then we're just going to roll up. Smoothing out as we go. And this is controlling the wrinkling. By smoothing as you go, we're controlling our wrinkling. All right. Oh, you know, the one thing I forgot is what pair of shoes is actually going to go in this bag. So I'm actually going to wear my boots on the plane. I always wear my heavy shoes on the plane. I am actually, in this bag is going to go my sandals. So we're going to put those at the very, well, in this bag, I'm actually going to put one on one side. And I am going to put one on the other side. There you go. There, let's see. Oh, no, I think we're going to want to put them in at the end. Okay, so we've got our first item in. There we go. Snug as wrong. So, and actually that one item, believe it or not, how many items is it? 2. Okay, so that's 2 right there. So next we're going to grab our t-shirts. So we have our one white t-shirt here. We have our cute little African t-shirt here. We're going to put them together. Same idea. Treat them as if it's one. And this is just my little way. You may have your own way of rolling. I kind of like to fold the sleeves over. Then I take it and then fold it in half, like that. I start off with my largest end, and I start my roll. Smoothing out any wrinkling. You gotta watch that as you're doing it. And there we go right there. So believe it or not, what do we have here? We have 2 pair of pants and 2 shirts already in the bag. All right. So I'm going to look and see if I have anything that will fold great with this. I have my tank. We have our 2 tanks here. And we actually have another one we can put with this, which is here. I'm going to combine these. So this is actually going to be my bottom one because it's a little wider. I'm going to take the other 2, lay on top. Shoulder strap, my straps are kind of here. And take it. Move it over. Smooth it out. Flip. Smooth it out. And roll. Voila! Ho, 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 ho. Starting to get a little nervous there, huh? You're like, oh my God, is she going to do it? I might actually have some room in here to go some shopping when I get there, huh? Okay, so next we're going to take, here's my vest. My little vest right here. So we have our vest. I'm going to kind of close it up here. And guess what? I have 2 of these. And I chose them just for this reason because I knew I could pack them together because they're similar cuts, and they can be packed together. Here we go. So just a little, you know, thinking ahead of time goes a long ways. Smooth out my wrinkles. I've got some little funky little stuff going here, so I am going to actually fold this one in here. Voila. Start with my longest end. And once again, smoothing out as we go. Roll. Don't get scared, because I know you probably bet someone that I wasn't going to be able to do this. And now you're getting scared over there at home. And there we go. Wow. Look how much space I have. And look, it's not much left on the floor. Okay. All right. So next we're going over to my two dresses. And once again, the dresses were chosen. They're similar cuts, if you notice. Ta-da! And which means they're going to pack well together. Love this dress. It's kind of flirty, kind of fun. It can be worn with heels or with sandals. I'll be rocking it with sandals. But, you know, if something happens and I get an offer that I can't refuse while I'm there, then I will be throwing it on some heels, my bracelets, the little necklace you saw earlier. And if someone wants to feed me, I'll be ready. So once again, when you're packing things, you want to kind of think of, like, you know, what could you wear, you know, an extra time, or you could just kind of do something extra with if you needed to. Okay, so we got those two combined. I'm going to start with my longest end. Now this dress, no matter what I do, I know I'm going to iron it. I'm still going to try to keep as few wrinkles out of it as I can. Matter of fact, it's already wrinkled just from bringing it home from the store. Not going to worry about it because I'm going to have to iron it anyway. So, unless I just try to play it off as, you know, a really, really, you know, kind of like linen, you know, the more wrinkles are in it, it's better. So I can just tell them it's a crazy dress from the States, and that's how we're rocking it in the States these days. We wear a lot of wrinkles, you know, so, yeah, I might do that. Okay, so, look at our floor, look at our bag. And we haven't even expanded this bag out yet. Matter of fact, you're looking at the bag flat. Look how much room I still have in this bag, and look how much stuff is off the floor. Told you we can do this. All right, so next, our horseback riding outfit. So, yes, I still have tags on my clothes. They're new. Bought them just for a safari. Gonna wear them when I come home. And you might see me in Italy in them, but don't tell anyone. Okay, so we got our shorts, and this is the only pair of shorts that I'm bringing. I'm actually going to leave the belt on these also. If I had another pair of shorts, of course, I would fold them in. But since it's the only pair of shorts I have, they are going to be folded. Well, let's see, what else can we do? Yeah, I think they can go by themselves. They're kind of cute. You know, they're probably like so cute they want some space on their own anyway. So we're going to take those, and I'm just going to stack them where? Right here next to the other pair of khakis. So it doesn't take any of this room down here, because I still have some space down here I haven't utilized yet. So now we have our little zip top. Once again, it does have something that can go with it. My little sweater. How about that? So we're going to close it up. Well, it seems like it doesn't want to close up. Trying to show off in front of the camera. Guess it wants a little extra time in front of the camera. So, and I picked this also in case it gets a little cool on one of the evenings. It goes with anything that I have in this bag, any pair of my khakis, you know, my shorts, anything, even over my dress, that I can wear it as a cute little cover up if I need to. You know, nothing sexy, but you know, it's functional without being, you know, hideous. So we're going to take my little sweater here that I'm wearing over that dress. And once again, I like this because if push comes to shove, I can always wear this with the white tank and my khakis as another outfit. So I actually have a couple of extra outfits in here. What am I doing? Okay, so we're going to lay these together. Once again, try to get the sleeves as much together as we can. These two have kind of different shapes, so we probably won't get them 100%, but my whole idea is also trying to minimize the wrinkling So I'm going to try to get them to line up as much as possible so that I won't have a lot of wrinkles when I get there. So, and once again, you want to smooth it out, make sure everything is laying as flat as possible. You know that you're not rolling things into wrinkles. So, and it's another reason why I know some people like packing, you know, many days in advance. I don't like to pack more than 2 days in advance because it also seems to put more wrinkles in my clothes. If they're packed more than, I say, 2 or 3 days, then you're kind of setting in, some wrinkles and things like that. So I usually pack no more than like 2 or 3 days. In this case, I'm packing I'm leaving on Friday, and today is Wednesday night. So we're packing, so there we have that there. Because of the shapes, but it still works. There you go. And we're going to roll these two together. Smooth it out. And put it in. Wow, I'm impressed with myself. Wow, look how much room we still have. And we still have room forward because the bag is expandable. So, what do you say? And look at how the floor is almost clean down here. Don't get jealous. I know you bet. You lost. Okay, here's our safari stuff. Great thing about this stuff is it's very, very, lightweight. Don't really have to worry about it. I don't have another pair of pants that I can put this with, so I'm just going to roll these in together. Just roll these up. Stick it there. My 2 shirts for safari. It's going to be hot in Africa, but because of the mosquitoes and malaria, I'm going to be wearing sleeves both days I'm on safari. If it gets a little hot, I can push the sleeves up. I'd rather be protected by mosquitoes versus, making them being, 100% comfortable while I'm there. So that's what I'm doing. So these are my 2 shirts. Once again, I'm going to line them up together, smooth them out, make sure no wrinkling there. And then I am going to fold here. Fold here. Fold in half. Oops, don't want that wrinkle. Fold in half. Smooth out. Out. I don't know why the back always seems to be smooth. I guess the top just wants a little extra attention from me. Roll. And this one has a cute little hood here, and it's just kind of hanging. So we're going to roll. Hood here. And I'm not even really worried. And this little item here doesn't even wrinkle, so I'm not even worried that much about it. Okay. How much space we have here left. Okay, so now I'm going to start adding. So we pretty much have all our clothes in here except my dress. My dress is going to be the last thing that goes in here. So next we're going to go to my underwear. And for you boys that are out there watching this video, don't be looking at my underwear. So I'm just going to grab all of my underwear here. They're all different colors. No, I am not a girl that matches her panties with her bras. This is for my friend Sherry, who, I won't even tell you her last name, but she told me that I should, like the French always match my underwear and my panties together. Yeah, I kind of go with color. You might get a yellow and a white together, which I think is kind of cool. Or you might get a gray and a black. I think that's kind of color coordinated in my world. But anyway, these are them. So, do I fold? Okay, just for you guys, we will fold, but I normally don't. I'm going to tell you what I really do. I grab my panties, put them all. Okay, next are the bras, and just like the panties, for me, just stuffed right on in there. My bras are kind of big, as you can tell. Need a little room, so they're there. I probably took up more space with the bras than I did with the clothes, but they're in there. All right, so we've got those in there. Next is my sandals. These shoes I've made for walking, and actually they are. And sometimes my talking. And so we're going to put the shoes here on the side. There's one. And because we don't want them to get dirty, we're going to get clothes dirty, we're going to face them out to the side of the bag. So I just get the side of the bag dirty up my clothes later on. So back here are some of the things that I'm taking along with me. I love this little grab it right here. It's really great. It's, you know, when you pack your things up, and no matter how much you try to keep your cords together, they always tangle up. This is great for keeping your cords together, and also little items like this is my solar power charger. So what I do is I let it sit out in the sun, and then what I can do after that, it charges up, and then I can plug in things like my phone, my camera, and this is how I charge some of my items when I'm on the road. So I'm just going to slap that in here, slap in some of my cords. Slap that in there. My one other cord here that's going to, I travel with 2 cameras. We'll talk about that in a minute. So we're going to put our other one in here. Slap that in there. Slap it, slap it, slap it. Slap it. Okay, so that's in there. This is going to go right here on the side. Right in here. I take little items. This is my little belt bag. Goes under my clothes. So when I'm traveling, this is where my passport goes. I just try not to carry my passport on the street. I usually lock my passport in the hotel safe. But this is where my money goes. So my money will go in here, go under my clothes, right there. Kind of sexy, huh? Yeah, so that's what this is for. So we're going to just throw this in here. Also, have my little money for when I'm partying. You know how that goes. And you don't want the little stash there. This actually, believe it or not, it snaps onto your bra. And you actually can get it from eBags. Oh no, this is from the travel shop. And all that information will be behind this video. But that's going to go right here. So, into here. So now, I always travel with an extension cord, because you ever notice when you're at the airport and you get there and it seems like your flight is always the last flight to come into the airport, and you're like, I need to plug in somewhere and charge my phone and all the outlets are gone? Carry yourself an extension cord, and then you can walk up to a cute little stranger and say, excuse me, can I share your outlet? You rip his out. You stick in the extension cord, and then you have multiple outlets then that you can share. So you can always charge your things on the road. And it also works in the hotels, because if you're there and you're sharing a room with a roommate and everybody's trying to get all fabulous at one time and you don't want to get to fighting with your curling irons, I need the outlet. Guess what? Your extension cord comes in handy, and that way you can share. And all you do is you plug in your adapter, whichever adapter, depending on the country that you're going in, you just plug it into here, plug it into your wall. Everyone is happy, because what? We have some extra outlets here. So I always travel with that. I'm just showing you some of my must-haves when I travel. Okay, next we have our cameras. I usually travel with 1 camera. Because I'm going to South Africa, I'm actually traveling with 2 cameras, and I'll tell you why. My first camera I'm traveling with is like my good camera. It's my granddaddy, grandmama, big mama, whatever camera. So we're taking that one. The reason why I'm taking it is because this camera has a 35 zoom on it, which means I can get in really, really close, because you know we're going to be going on safari, we're going to be looking at lions and tigers and rhinos and all those great things. I want to take a picture of them, but I don't want to get really close to them. So what I'm going to do is have a really, really far zoom, so I can get really up close in their face where it looks like they can eat me, but they can't, because I'm far away. So that's what this camera is for. And normally I do take this camera on the road with me, but because I'm going to South Africa, and once again, there are some safety issues involved, a little bit more so than other countries. And all my friends from South Africa, please don't take it personally. Just what I read, you're going to have to go on the internet. That's where I'm getting it from. But anyway, I'm telling everyone to take a smaller camera. This is a camera that I can hide away somewhere. So when I'm walking on the street and I'm doing my walking tours, I have my little small camera that I can drop in my purse. If I have a shirt, I have this little cord that I actually made to put on there around my neck because I like it a little longer. I can put it, under my jacket or something like that. So this is going to be the camera that I'm going to use for most of my trip. But this is my safari camera. But this is the one I would normally carry. So this one I usually have on me when I'm going through the airport so that I can take pictures of the girls, take videos, and all those things. So this is my grandmother. I shouldn't say my grandmother's camera, but my grandmother of cameras. So this one is usually always around my neck. and will go into my purse or my personal bag when I get in the plane. So then this one is going into my suitcase. And because it's small, remember our little trusty little item here for our cords? Guess what? Your camera can go on there too, look. And it's got a little zipper back here. There's some things you need to hide. I don't know what, but you can put it back there. So anyway, so I'm just going to put that here. Stick that in here. Seems like everything gets stuck in there, huh? Okay. And then the next thing that's going to go in there, my jewelry. I don't carry a lot of jewelry. I am a minimalist girl. You know, I believe in the fewer the better, except for men. Okay, I always believe in a pair and a spare when it comes to men. But when I'm doing jewelry, I believe in just taking the bare necessities. So what we got to do, I always take a pair of gold earrings, a pair of silver earrings. I usually make sure one is a little more casual, one is a little bit more dressy. I take me a bracelet. I may take two, but this trip I'm just taking one. And sometimes I'll take one or I take two necklaces. Now, very rarely will I have more than two necklaces with me. Usually one silver, one gold, one pearl, depending on what I'm doing. If I'm trying to act like I'm a good girl, I may have some pearls in there. But most of the time, it's probably gold or silver. So I'm just going to throw those in here in this bag. And I never take my good stuff out there with me, because I want to make sure that I bring it back. So if someone jacks me for this stuff, it's not a big deal. You take my good gold, yeah, I might not make it back. So I'm going to put that right there. And so there is everything packed in there. Now I do have some items back here, if you're wondering what says hiding behind me. Shower cap. No sister in our hair. Can't be getting it wet. So you got to have your little shower cap. I like it, the black one cool. It kind of blends in with your hair. Put a little stud right there. Might be a little beret for Paris, huh? But for right now, it's just my shower cap. So you can get that. So here's my shower cap. We're just going to throw the shower cap in there. Yep, it's going in there too. Okay. I just found this. Love it. I have a couple of travel mirrors, but I just got this, and I'm going to try it out for this trip, my very first trip. My other travel mirror is only I think it's an 8 magnifier. This one is a 10 magnification, and so I wear false eyelashes in case you guys couldn't tell. And this one I can really get in and really see close for applying those lashes, because a lot of times the lighting in the hotels aren't very great. So I like to have my own camera in case the bathroom my own mirror, in case the bathroom lighting isn't that great, then I can still look fabulous. I can bring it out there, look good. And then if your roommate is using the mirror, you don't have to get into a fight over the mirror. You know, you can just make her take your mirror and go out and work on her face. But anyway, we're going to try this for the first time. See how it works out. Ooh, that didn't sound good. So maybe we should keep this part right here, huh? And just kind of stuff this back in here like this. Stuff this back in here. And it has a cute little travel bag. You know me, next time there'll probably be other stuff in this bag too. But for right now, we're just going to try the mirror in here by itself, because I just want to see how this mirror travels. And guess where it's going? You're right. In this pocket. And believe it or not, I still have room over there, but I'm going to save that because my makeup's not ready yet. So that's what's going to go right in this area here. I'll put in a plastic bag here. This is where my makeup is going to go. My little travel size, well actually I'm sorry, my travel size toiletries are going to go here. My makeup goes in my purse. My makeup is, you know, I always got to have a little lipstick and a little eyeshadow so I can arrive fabulous. So what I'm going to do is I am going to actually put my toiletries in here. My approved size toiletries, my little miniature toiletries, and I always carry little small sizes, and you should too, because you know there's no need to carry big bottles. If you need larger sizes of things, or you need extra, you can always buy it in the countries that you want to go into. So I just carry my hairspray, my lotion, my deodorant, just little things like that, and I'm gonna just stick those right in here. And then, oh well, you don't really need to see this. This is kind of a little personal, but. Well, you don't get to see it. I tell you what, if you invite me out on a date, maybe you get to see it. But if not, I'm just going to stuff that puppy right on in there. You don't need to know all about that. So, anyway, there we go there. So now, the next thing we're going to do is we are going to pack up our little dress that we have here. The reason why I saved this dress for last is because I really didn't want to have to iron this dress when I arrived, and I want to make sure it's a little bit more delicate, so I just wanted to make sure it was nice and ready for me to wear. So now one of the things you can do to help with wrinkling, I don't know if you know it or not, but what causes wrinkling when you're packing is friction. When the clothes rub up against each other, that's what causes the wrinkle. So what we're going to do normally is we would put a plastic cleaning bag over here, which would be a layer in between the garments. But I forgot to bring one, so we're just going to imagine that there is a plastic bag here. So we're going to line this dress up. Here we go. Line it up here with the bag. Fold it over with the crease of the bag. And then pull it out all nice and neat here. Fold my sleeves in. There you go. Fold this down. Got that in there. Voila. Okay, we still have a few items here. My shoes, my dress shoes, they would go in a little baggy, little oversized lunch bag, and those would go into my purse right in here. Voila. And then passport. Girl can't travel internationally without a passport. Here's my passport. Normally, I would keep my passport in my purse. I like to have it handy, but I'm going to try this bag out and see, because it has a little special section here for my passport. So I'm actually going to put that in here. And I actually bought a lock that I'm going to put at the top to keep the bag secure, you know, so that because my passport is in there, and it does freak me out a little bit about that. So we got all done here. We're going to close this bag up. Love this bag. Love it, love it, love it, love it. This may be the official new BlackGirlTravel bag. I'll let you guys know how it holds up when it comes back. If it does all the things that I think it will do, this will be our new official bag. Okay, so you notice bag's all closed up and we're ready to go, but I wanted to show you some more features about the bag. It still has lots of space that hasn't been used yet. All these wonderful pockets and pockets within pockets, which is really great. It has also a little pocket over here. Don't know what it's for. People say it's for water bottles. I don't know. Put whatever you want to put in there. There you go. Got that closed up here. There you go. Put that in here. And the one feature that I love most about this bag, flip it over, and in the back, open this up, and look at that. Guess what? That's where your laptop goes, right there. And it lays right up against your back. It's really comfortable. It's very secure, and that's great. So we're all packed up here, believe it or not. Okay, that's it. So we're going to grab our backpack. I want to see how heavy this puppy is. Oh my God, this is probably about 35 pounds, I think. Let's try it out on the back. Let's see here. That's good. Okay. Let's snap ourselves in. You lady. Ooh. I feel like Heidi. Okay, so let's check our backpack out in the back. Whoop, whoop, whoop. We're ready to jet to the airport. That's it for this time. I'm Felice Weaver from BlackGirlTravel.com, bringing you tips that you can use. See you next time. Bye.